Koikva getting some pressure put on him by the Pudge. The Rot just there to try and secure SF those early last hits. Has gone for that bottle rush and needs to make sure that Curry doesn't get sniped, but Ogre, not one of the heroes really capable of doing that.
Well, it's kind of interesting, right? The Mirana off lane, it's actually keeping pulls and not really possible. Koikva is going to turn around on GH God. This is going to be a close one. First blood actually already goes down at top, and so falls the Pudge. As kind of expected, but it looks like NiP struck first in the same. So pressure that he can't lane at level 3, then he just turns that into really efficient jungling.
Yeah, it's a hero that isn't very useful without farm. Like part of the hero, his benefit is being super tanky in the front lines, and well, we'll see how tanky he is now. And he's looking to land that stun. He's holding onto it for a long time to guarantee that he can land it. And the result is he's just going to die to right clicks.
Yeah, mind control. Finally has to run straight back, knowing that he's too low, but Hani's on point so far. GH God still kind of sitting around mid. Koikva is currently a little bit behind in CS. Oh, mind control. This time he's going to have some help.
Here, though. He knows the Pudge is coming and he's like, I'm just going to have to walk through the tower, but good call from Synderen to react to the Pudge's movement.
I think that's Ogre's specialty, right? Not giving a damn about towers.
Yeah, I mean, he is a walking tower. He walks around. You don't want anything to do with him. He throws stuff at you.
Miracle. Nice hook coming out from GH God, but it's not going to be enough. That haste rune and the extra nuking power, level 5 or level 3 Starstorm now from Trixi after that kill. He's just got a huge experience buff off of being able to pick up that.
But if you're kind of snowballing and doing really well, there's also like, okay, we want to push towers, get the Deso faster.
Uh-oh, Miracle. Hani and Synderen, they've spotted you out. They're going to be able to get their combination here of stuns, and this should be enough magic damage with them running him down with this slow of Ignite. A little bit more. Dive the tower. A nuke. No, the last Dragon Slave doesn't actually hit him, and now Synderen's going to be in serious trouble. The Moonlight Shadow can only save him so much as the counterward's laid down from Liquid. They managed to pick up that one kill. Meanwhile, top lane Era, thinking about it?
From all the jungling he was doing, but not the case. And they don't get down any wards, so bit of a failed smoke mission.
Trixi turns around, throws out the arrow. Kuro drops low. They are going to be able to get the last couple of hits in to finish him off. Matu is going to be forced away. A little bit surprised. The creep wave off the tower and lessen some of the impact of that push. Ani wrapping around here, may run into Miracle, will hit the LSA, combination into the Laguna Blade with the help of Koikva. They'll easily claim that kill. Killing spree now for Koikva. We said he needed to be able to have a good matchup. Something here.
Even if they don't get this mid-tier 1 tower there, they've positioned such that they've controlled this bottom side, so Era's solo pushing a tier 2. He may not get it, but he's getting some good damage off, and they've got another ward deep on the map.
Oh, Kuro.
Solo kill.
Yeah. Kuro tries to push out the lane, gets a little bit of rot damage on him, threatening his life, running north now, just trying to buy as much time as his life could possibly be worth. Goes up a little further, hits that hook, gets a dismember, but this time around, Synderen's here. They'll combo their stuns, and Hani will survive just 100 HP.
Yep. Bit of space created, quote unquote, but NiP didn't even rotate cores. They were just like, the support's got this, they'll deal with it. And the whole time you've had Era at bottom lane, you've had Queen of Pain in mid lane. Koikva still continuing to farm well, has picked up a Orchid very early. Orchid, not a build you see too much anymore, but like it quite a lot this game. Really good as far as if you actually want to gank the Naga, not worry about the sleep escape, and just getting it this early on is a very potent item.
Yeah, I agree. I think you put yourself in a position via the draft that you needed to pressure Liquid really hard. And Orchid is exactly that kind of snowballing item that you're looking for. Counterward and Sentry is going to be laid down. They're going to be able to get the telekinesis, or Yules rather, into an attempted arrow combination from NiP. Does quickly eliminate the SF. They're going to turn that into Roach for Koikva's build. See if they're able to do something like that, though. As they're trying to pressure mid and keep bottom lane pushed right now. Hani's going to be taking some experience at top lane. This is pretty funny because this is Hani in a nutshell as a support, right? He always played a little bit greedier, kind of like solo. Looks like Era may be caught here in this combination. They're going to be let loose with the sleep. They get the telekinesis, and Era is down. Now Koikva comes in for the side, trying to blow up Kuro, but they do get a little bit of heal. The Dark Rift away is going to happen soon. They manage to take away the Aegis and get everybody out.
And suddenly NiP gets slowed down. They haven't taken those tier 2s yet. They have no longer got the Aegis. Radiant Vision is looking very good right now as well. I think NiP need to prioritize like getting a gem and just taking down a lot of these wards because...
Oh, Trixi, you making plays here? He got behind Miracle, but GH is there to respond. Nice hook. But yes, I completely agree with you. I thought that Aegis was going to be the leverage, allowing them to take tier 2s. They are going to use the smoke, find Kuro. Not really the kill they were hoping for with the smoke like that. They would have much preferred to run into this Naga.
Hold on for a bit longer. They've got the good high ground defense. This game will start looking more and more favorable for them the longer it goes.
Hani going to be caught here, ensnared up straight into the hook of GH. No TPs from NiP to respond to that bit of aggression from Liquid. They've been pressuring bottom this whole entire time.
On top, kind of splitting off into these smaller groups to fight has really played out well for Team Liquid.
Synderen, he's going to run into GH and mind control. He's now stuck in the trees, being duoed again. Sierra's going to try and help him out, but the burst damage just isn't there. GH is going to get a free ride out of here with the Dark Rift. Weaver, he's going Maelstrom as second item. You've got an Ags on Koifa, and then obviously you have that Aghanims on Trixi as well, another form of Void Clear.
Yep. Gonna ideally look to scale as late as possible here. Koifa getting hunted. Oh.
There goes to sleep, though. Now telekinesis onto Koifa. They let loose, but again, it's still not enough. He's got the stats necessary. Synderen, he unfortunately does not have that escape mechanism. Meanwhile, GH, not going to be able to TP away back over the jungle. Liquid, hunt Koifa down, not going to be able to find him. Kuro tried to trade Blink for Blink to see if he...
The Hurricane Pike, so finding him not going to be anywhere near as easy, and Weaver's just not looking like all that big of a threat. Has farmed well, but Era like doesn't have like we saw bottom lane. Pitlord and Pudge just go in, two-man kill the ogre, and then get out because Weaver doesn't have enough damage output to punish it.
Of Liquid, a lot of that aggressive vision is what allows them to play with Naga Siren deep on the other side of the river. Mid lane, Trixi going to be caught by an ensnare here. That's going to last a while. Looks like long enough for them to be able to get the kill. Ensnare into Pit of Malice. That's kind of a gross combination for NiP. They are so close to these two heroes. Miracle and GH tried for a hook, pulling back the creep wave. GH, what you doing there? He's going to get caught by the Yule Scepter. And I think he was just hoping to pull NiP back a little bit or something there, but doesn't manage to get the
realize
TP
quite
out.
how many heroes were in the neighborhood.
Be Liquid who take the first step here. With the Silver Edge, Sleep, they have to be aware of this Requiem combination. Era's already been fearing it. You could see he's thinking about going for a BKB next. Oh, Koifa! He just blinked straight into them, just immediately gets taken out. Now they have the chance still for this combination. The arrow actually hit Kuro in the background. Trixi comes in, pops the shrine, is going to be dismembered by GH. God, it looks like they're going to be able to finish him off. A stun onto Matu. They get a little bit more, but now he's managed to pop out his illusions, throws out the ultimate, but it's not good enough. They're going to get a Dark Rift out. No, mind control! They got the proc, they finish him up, but there goes the sleep, and Era is low. They don't have one of their cores. Wait, no, Matu! Matu, help out Miracle! Wait, no! Oh god! He gets off the ultimate! Koifa, he blinks forward, he goes for Matu, but Matu still goes down to Hani. NiP, what a massacre that was! GH is still up versus Hani. The split shot arrows.
I mean, I was a bit of a doubter of that. Like, I remember when I first read, I was like, oh, definitely get the attack speed. That sounds super gimmicky, and then...
Yeah.
I talked to Weeha. I was at the ESL or whatever because he got it at level 25 on his comp. His team didn't believe in him. His team's like, no, that's stupid, man. Don't get that. Get the attack speed. But you hit a couple like multiple hero arrows and suddenly you're in business. Era,
fresh BKB is up. He knew this was going to be a problem. Sleep in a Requiem. He is going to be caught by the ensnare still, but does manage to time lapse that one away. Starts walking out with the Shikuchi, but GH is there. He managed to snag him, gets the dismember, and all those defensive items for Era still do not save his life. Now this is looks like another BKB going to be picked up. Trixi. He will be the next one up in that regard. Last Shrine still up. Bottom lane, they do manage to catch him. GH and Matu. Get a quick kill on Trixi, but they are going to smoke out on NiP.
Yeah, with his butterflies, Mante's pretty damn speedy and also just hard to kill in general. Another hook in mid lane, GH.
He just doesn't stop.
Synderen. He's come online. He missed a few early on, but one of those things with Pudge is like, don't have a rough early game as long as you can make up for it.
Well, right in the middle of things, GH is unable to get the Dismember off before that blink. It looks like Liquid are just going to keep pushing forward mid. They know some big abilities have been used. Now Trixi's been caught by another hook. GH immediately into the Dismember. They lock Trixi down long enough to be able to kill that core again. 70 seconds on the clock, into a sleep, into a Requiem of Souls. They're going to go straight for Era first, it looks like. With the arrow, it makes it easy. Ninjas in Pyjamas have just been wiped like that. They're going to try and go for some buybacks here. Koifa coming back at the table, but none of Liquid are going to be anywhere near low enough for them to find a kill, and it looks like Liquid are just going to quickly execute a finish to this game. 18-18 is the end score, but the result is anything but one-sided. Liquid take game one.
Yeah, that was a 8K gold lead.